Thank you for coming here. So we had 7 Asian women killed in Atlanta, 1 man. Today is a day of solidarity, a day of strength, and a day of unity.
Please stop Asian hate. Hate is a virus. Hate is a virus. Stop racism, sexism, and violence. Thank you very much for your support.
When they show up to work or went to the spa for the massage, they had no idea that they were going to die on that day. Your own personal philosophy, whatever you stand for, we are all here to unite behind one thing, and that is to stop Asian violence. Now, I think that the fact that after the murderer was arrested and the officer reported that he was having a bad day and that he was having sexual issues, really put the issue in framing the issue into a white supremacist agenda.
We recognize that we benefit from living and working on their traditional homeland. We wish to pay our respects by acknowledging the ancestors, elders, and relatives of the Ramaytush community and by affirming their sovereign rights.
이 시간이 가슴 아프고 안타깝게 희생된 애틀란타 총격 희생자 고인들을 한 마음으로 추모하는 시간이 되게 하여 주시옵소서.
Can we say together, love is our vaccination?
Love is our vaccination.
One more time. Love is our vaccination.
I want to thank our Chinese nonprofit leaders who are here. I want to thank our Chinese labor leaders who are here. We are here standing together today to say no to the hate. I think it is so fitting that we are here on the edge of the social, cultural, political capital of the Chinese community here in San Francisco's Chinatown. It's also so fitting that we are here today. I just want to give and said he just had a bad day. We know differently. We know what has driven this over the years. We're all focused much.
最顯淺，我哋有2位女法官，市長又係女性，副總統又係女性，所以啊，你哋喺呢個社會呢，現在嘅社會啊，你哋佔咗半邊天，你哋嘅地位不斷嘅提高，我哋不能社會啊，不能再用舊嘅眼光、陳舊嘅意識看待貢獻良多嘅。 佔咗半邊天嘅婦女嘅貢獻。
We have to come together to end this, but we also must end the virus of gender violence.
저는 묻고 싶습니다. 이 세상에서 그 누가 자기 부모를 선택하고 인종과 피부색, 성별을 결정할 수 있는지.
For all of their leadership in creating the memorial here.
And remember, with Trump blaming Mexicans from the beginning of his campaign, as a result, 27 people were murdered at the Walmart in El Paso 2 years ago. And now with this racism against immigrants, the children at the border, we fear that may come back again, these attacks.
What happens is someone's walking up to grab you or attack you. Use your hand to go up and over. This is self-defense. Marching to Union Square.
because we stand in solidarity with everyone here against the...
Because we need to stand up and make sure that we stop Asian hate. I remember my first encounter with racism when I was in elementary school, when somebody came up to me and said, I don't like Chinese people. And when I heard that, I didn't really know how to respond. Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
Stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being here. Together spent more than 50 years of judging on the bench in San Francisco. They are the ones who sponsor and helped a Chinese American man who was born in San Francisco but who was refused entry back into the United States.
Thank you, Judge Singh and Judge Tang. So, San Francisco, are we ready to stop Asian hate? Let me hear you. Are we ready to stop Asian hate? Our city is going to show the world how to stop hate. I see signs. Stand up. Speak out. Stop the hate. Hate is a virus. Repeat after me. Hate is a virus. Love is the vaccination. San Francisco, let the world hear us. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
今日我哋30幾個以上嘅僑團同埋特別武術界群英聚會，共同反擊，用我哋嘅凝聚嘅一股強大嘅力量，眾志成城，去消除社會上種族嘅偏見。
First of all, I wish we didn't have to be here for this purpose. So many of us have seen the violent attacks against our Asian seniors, and we are heartbroken. You know, when I ran for mayor, and I went out into parts of the Asian American community, I connected with so many of our Asian seniors because they knew I was raised by my grandmother. And they knew that my grandmother had passed away. And so many of them said to me, I will be your grandmother. I know your grandmother isn't here, but I will be your grandmother. So they are my grandparents too. And we will not tolerate attacks against them. Attacks against them are attacks against all of us. But it's going to take all of us coming together to stop this senseless violence. Not one more. So thank you all so much for being here today. Let's stop the violence. Let's stop the attacks on our Asian American community. And let's have peace and unity here in San Francisco. Thank you all so much.
I'm Jonathan Kim. On behalf of the Jin-deok and Kyung-si Kim Foundation and more than 2 million Korean Americans, we stand here today proclaim that the racism and hate crime must stop. Must stop.
Thank you for gathering in here, and we have to stop violence. stop the Asian hate. Okay, we are doing all the togetherness, unify, and we are collection. Thank you.
The media is refusing to say what these politicians are refusing to say. It's a hate crime. What happened last week was a hate crime, and they're refusing to say that.
And we condemn Trump and his staff, his agents of hatred and racist terror, from the Secretary of State on down, for having repeated the most vile words that we should never repeat against a country that they want war with, if you think about it, China. And what did China do? Within days, they issued the genetic makeup of the virus so the world could fight it together. And China built hospitals in days, rising up like the skyscrapers we see, but buildings that save lives. And China has sent medical aid to more than 50 countries around the world, 50. And China's situation in the country is down to almost none because they have a national plan, because they are a great country. And unfortunately, the media and the right-wing politicians and those in the Pentagon who want nothing more to use their weapons, they have whipped up this hatred. And Trump was never challenged, not against the hatred against Mexicans either. The people of China, the people of San Francisco, New York, Phoenix, Los Angeles, everywhere, thousands of demonstrators, tens of thousands are in the street today. And in the last days, to bow our heads to the victims, the 7 Asian women, and the man who died at the massacre in Atlanta. We have great sorrow here together, and we must never let our Asian sisters and brothers walk alone. You are not alone. We are all with you.
华人保留了白人陈刚沉默是金的习惯，导致华人给人留下了一刻板印象，是胆小怕事。但是我们意识到，在异国他乡，沉默并不能改变冷漠的心。我们要告诉社会，我们华人是不惹事，也不怕事。要做的事，不只为了我们自己，也为了我们下一代。
Point at me when you do it. Hand up in the air. Or watch. Hands down. Hands down. I go to reach you. Oh, yeah. Come in. Stand there. Walking up. Walking up. Ready? Go. Move the person away from you. You're trying to defend yourself. You're not trying to beat anybody up. I can show you things that I did when I won the world championship. That's not gonna help you. The other one is somebody has 2 hands. They're trying to grab you. Okay? So someone's trying to grab you with 2 hands. You walk up and then push. Ow!
在他们的眼里，越有能力的人越被限制。是否关系靠关系，有一天就轮到你。Our us, all my brothers sisters, let me see your hands up, hands up, hands up. First off, it's a motherfucking race. It's just a white race.
Did you notice where the king hits? Right at the crouch. Come here. Come here.
呢個女師傅啊，76歲啦，76 years old。
好嘢，係啊 ，Lily 啊，黃色衫嗰個啊，黃色衫，哎呀！哇，犀利啲好啲喎，打出人
Last, we have Matthew and Justin doing a short demonstration.